Right, back into East London, painting more paper. Well, last week I painted just round the corner and I'm back. This area is very popular for street art and graffiti. And I chose this spot based on just different visuals for the video, different setting of the piece. I think it'll be really going well with the idea behind the piece. You know, under the bridge, a popular party spot. What happens under the bridge, hey? There are spots near my house that I could paint easily, you know, without hassle as well. However, if you are not painting the most popular spots, what are you doing? That's the idea behind it. Well, I guess in the last 2 years or so, I've been kind of taking for granted where I live, meaning London, and I've been painting too much of the beaten track. You know, like getting likes on Instagram is all good, but I want to bring my art to the people. If you are not painting the most popular spots, the question is, are you part of the conversation? Internet fame is all nice and groovy, but if you're not part of the scene, if you are not where your people are you part of the conversation? And I personally strive to make sure my origami street art graffiti is part of the conversation. Oh, I'm caught, I'm stuck. Anyway, the sketch is down. Can you tell what it is? Back to the folding station. So today I'm painting another classic. How simple it is, but the challenge is to paint it behind plastic. So it's all about reflections. Yeah, I'm happy with the sketch. Let me just tidy it up. Right, I'm struggling on the peg here. I can't get it right. I think it's just good enough. So I'm going to move on to the cranes now. And then if I have time by the end of the day, I'll just keep on improving on the peg. So far so good. The sun is coming out, can't complain. Right, so I finished the first crane. It took me 70, 80 minutes. What do you think about the details, the colors? I've introduced Riviera dark and light colors. It's like green, blue. So that's something new in terms of color scheme in today's piece. Yeah, it's kind of rushed because, well, because I'm always rushing. However, the mistake would be focusing too much on very crisp and extremely detailed approach to this, since I'm going to cover it with transparent plastic, so all of these details will be somewhat lost. And now to the small one, should take me like half an hour, 20 minutes, we'll see. The little crane is done, very rough, because all the details would disappear anyway under the veneer of a foil layer. Does it make sense? So I'm going to tidy it up, get rid of all the overspray, and yeah, start painting in reflections, highlights. Now I've cut down on the overspray and I'm going to focus on painting reflection of the plastic. I'm doing well with time actually, because obviously I'm not painting over it, I'm just adding some key highlights, which should be very subtle. Yeah, so hopefully I won't miss it. Shame there's this drastic shadow over here from the rooftop over. Yes. Right, so the dramatic light kind of confuses me, creates too much contrast between top and bottom. The reflections are very subtle and hopefully in the end it will all come together. Less is more. Because this drop shadow is caused by a transparent object, it's very important not to do a solid fill. So what you want to do first, use the darkest tone of the background, dust it in, then near the edges, do the deep black. And to finish it off for that translucent effect is to take it back a little bit with the background color, with that gray, to increase this transparency idea. Like this. Right, so the piece is finished, it's already dark. Origami cranes in a plastic bag under a bridge in a popular hangout spot in London. I think the narrative is obvious. Origami is my drag, graffiti is my drag. This is the second time I've painted a transparent plastic bag. I think I'm getting the hang of it. My fear was not to overdo it with the highlights so that the origami cranes won't disappear. What do you think? Let me know in comments below if this is clear enough, whether it's a right balance of plastic and paper. Yeah, I think it was a good challenge, just getting more comfortable with the whole idea of adding more texture to my origami work. Right, my name is Airborne Mark. I'm mad about painting origami. Check out my other videos. You find plenty of tips and insights behind life of a street artist in London. And as always, origami riots, folding all day, every day, and I'm out.